Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Lisa Christofferson, and I am the membership manager at the Utah Safety Council. We are here this morning on November 2nd to do our Start with Safety webinar. So at the Utah Safety Council, we really try to make sure that we instill good safety habits and kind of start everything that we do by keeping safety in mind. So we like to start each month with a webinar for our members and our potential members, but anyone that wants to join is welcome. And we just like to start each month by having a conversation about safety and talking a little bit about things that are relevant. And then we like to talk about what's going on with the Safety Council and what's coming up, and then how our members can best use their benefits to stay engaged in safety and to make sure they have all the resources and tools that they need to make sure they're providing a safe work environment for our employees or for our fellow community members. So that's why we like to start each month with our free webinar. So that is this month, that is today, that is right now, our Start with Safety webinar for November. So thank you so much for taking a few minutes to join us. We wanted to talk this month a little bit about taking safety home. So while we're talking, we are going to, well, I think we've got the chat available. If you have any questions or if something comes up, please feel free to jump in and ask that question. There's not tons of people on our webinar this morning. We are going to record it though. We'll share that link. We'll share lots of links and we'll share that sooner than the last few times. But we will make sure you get all of that information. So please ask if you have any questions though, because chances are other people will have the same questions and sometimes we kind of take for granted when we're communicating. So please make sure to ask any questions, participate as much as you would like. We definitely welcome that. So this month, like I mentioned, we are talking a little bit about taking safety home and things that we can do maybe when we're not at work. So seems to be that people are spending a lot more time at home, and it's a very relevant time to talk about it. We've got winter coming, we've got a lot going on, and a lot more time kind of spent at home, and home and is where we're spending a lot of our time. And so of course we need to be safe and make sure that safety at work translates. So today we have a couple of our own talking to us. I've got Kenzie Logue, who is our emergency care manager, and she's going to talk to us, followed by Nicole Rilk, who is our traffic safety manager, and she's going to talk to us as well. So they're going to share some resources, and then I will talk about some things that are coming up, things to make sure not to miss, and then we will conclude and get on with November. So with that, I would like to introduce and welcome Kenzie Logue, our emergency care manager.
Hello, good morning. Like Lisa said, I'm Kenzie. I'm the emergency care manager, and I'm just going to talk about some Taking Safety Home today. Our Take Safety Home program was originally a program designated for employees or employers to encourage employees to continue to be safe off the work site. So if you go to our website at utahsafetycouncil.org and go to programs, and under the programs, we have the Home and Community Safety. We have a few programs under this, Take Safety Home and Buckle Up for Love, but today we'll talk about the Take Safety Home. So these are the 5 leading causes of death in the home. Talking about falls, choking, and fire, and we'll go through each of these pages. So falls talks about fall prevention, how to prevent slips, trips, and falls in your home. We have choking and suffocation. Children choke a lot while they're eating or playing, and so this is some great resources on how to prevent the choking. And then we have fire, flames, and smoke. So, talking about checking your fire extinguisher, making sure it's not expired, those kind of things. And then we have drowning. some more information. Little fun fact, a child can drown in, the smallest amount a child can drown in is 1 inch of water. So we want to be cautious of that. And then poison. And this is a big one, you know, whether it's expired medication, food, or an overdose or anything. There's a lot of information on this page. We also have another resource. It's poison.org. It's the poison control website. They have a lot of information as well. You can search any kind of thing, identify a pill. If you find a pill that's out of its pill container and you're not sure what it is, you can go here and identify that pill. You can also, a thing that people don't realize is how dangerous batteries are, especially if swallowed by a child or a pet or anything like that. So this has really great resources for you as well. You can also go back to our website if you want to request any materials from us. You'll go on the left-hand side of the page and hit request materials. And you'll just fill out this information. We have Take Safety Home booklets that you can do with your employees to encourage them to do it with their family, to keep everyone safe here in the state of Utah. And you can also email us at safety@utahsafetycouncil.org. And you can also call us at 801-746-SAFE-7233. And I'm extension 307. Thanks. Bye.
Hi, I'm Nicole Rilk with the Traffic Safety Manager here at Utah Safety Council. For November Start with Safety, I wanted to highlight a campaign through NHTSA. This Thanksgiving, the U.S. Department of Transportation's National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, is teaming up with Utah Safety Council to keep vehicle drivers and passengers safe from drug-impaired drivers. It's vital to remember that whether the drug is illegal or illegal, drug-impaired drivers pose a threat to drivers, passengers, and other road users. If you feel different, you drive different. This Thanksgiving holiday, NHTSA and its partners want to remind everyone that drug-impaired driving is deadly and illegal. We hope to encourage positive actions that can help reduce impaired driving on the roadways. According to NHTSA, between 2008 and 2017, of those drivers killed in crashes and tested for marijuana, the presence of marijuana had nearly doubled. In 2017, 45% of drivers who were killed in crashes and were tested for drugs tested positive. It doesn't matter what term you use. If a person's feeling a little high, buzzed, stoned, wasted, or drunk, he or she is impaired and should never get behind the wheel. Before you party, if you ingest impaired substances such as marijuana, alcohol, or any form of illegal drugs, do not drive. Passengers should never drive with an impaired driver. If you think the driver may be impaired, do not get in the car. If you are drug impaired, pass the keys to a sober driver who can safely drive you to your destination. Like drunk driving, it's essential that drug impaired drivers refrain from driving a vehicle. It's never okay to drive while impaired by substances. Do you have a friend who's about to drive while impaired by drugs? Take the keys away and arrange to have them driven home safely. Do not worry about offending someone, they'll thank you later. If it's available, use community sober ride pass programs like Uber, Lyft, a friend, or a taxi. If you see an impaired driver on the road, please contact 911. And again, if you need any training courses or resources, please contact Utah Safety Council. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kenzie and Nicole. We appreciate you taking some time this morning to help us understand what is going on in the traffic world and help us understand how we can take safety home. So we appreciate your help with that. So thank you. I wanted to take a few minutes and talk about some membership benefits and what people have been using and finding helpful over the last month or so. So the first thing that I've got on the list here is some streaming stuff. So I wanted to show everybody some of the most popular streaming videos that we've been seeing over the past couple of weeks. So I've got 3 that I wanted to share with you. So first of all, we're going to log into our streaming site through our website. So go to the media library and the streaming safety videos, and then that will pop up a play button there on that banner. Hit play, and that will take you to our streaming site. Now, if you have any issues logging in, or you've never seen this before, or you have any questions about how it works, or what you're watching, or how you can track that, please reach out and let me know. But this is where we have our streaming, and a lot of those videos, most of those videos come with some additional resources. So I wanted to show you a couple today, this morning, kind of our top 3 over the past few weeks. So the first one is Take Safety Home. So I wanted to maybe suggest going to the search bar and doing home or Take Safety Home, and it will bring up a bunch of different videos that kind of have to do with safety at home. So there's more than just one that we have access to there. Yeah, some of them are just 2009, but a lot of the principles are still definitely still relevant, and the videos are not terrible. They will help you communicate that you need to help your employees stay safe at home, and that's a conversation to continue. So this is an excellent one. There's a couple on there. I would suggest to kind of poke around and see which one is going to work best for you, or which one you think your employees might respond to better, which one kind of makes more sense. But if you click on the course materials there, it pops up a zip drive there, and these always come with certificates and quizzes. The ones that I like come with the leaders guides. So Megan, will you open that leaders guide there? And it just gives you, as the trainer or as the safety manager, it just gives you some ideas to talk through, some activities, or just different things to do to supplement those videos and make sure that that's getting communicated. We don't just show a video and turn it off. We want to reinforce that behavior and communicate that. So a lot of these have really good leader guides. So this is an interesting one, and your employees. So I just wanted to share this one first off, since we were talking about taking safety home. So there's this one. The next one I wanted to show that I've noticed people have been looking at lately is a thank you video. And this makes sense to me because November is kind of the month where we talk about giving back and gratitude. There's a lot of campaigns that have to do with those types of things that go along in our community. So I think some companies are trying to take that along with safety, and trying to show gratitude for people following safety rules. So this video I liked because it shared people just thanking others for making a positive safety impact, or following rules, or coming up with different initiatives. So I think that is a definite different perspective, and it's a great time of year to take that into account. Maybe instead of reminding everybody to follow this rule, or during this briefing we have to remember to talk about this, maybe shift gears a little bit and figure out a way to thank each other for keeping each other safe. As far as teamwork goes, that's huge. So I've seen some companies do some things similar to this video to say thank you, doing different pictures. One business that I saw and I really loved was everybody kind of brought a picture from home, and this is why I stay safe. They hung those up as reminders, and just it helps to remember that your coworkers are also trying to stay safe as well. So anything that you can do to support that behavior, I think is huge. And so I think this is why that video is getting a lot of playtime. And so I wanted to mention that just because it's November, and we can always keep safety going, keep that conversation going, no matter what's going on. So I wanted to share that one. The next one I wanted to share, the third one, this is all in this one, but was the winter safety. So this one was recently updated in 2019. And since we all live in Utah, we know how fun winters can be, but it definitely creates an opportunity for so many more hazards that we don't even, that we don't normally take into account at the beginning or throughout the rest of the year, right? So winter safety is huge. And I liked that this one was recently updated. And I also like that it talked a little bit about some holiday stuff and just some different things that go on, not just at work, not just on the job, but we've got to, be safe at home as well, which is kind of what we're talking about this month. So I did like that there were some resources in here and some mentions about that in this one. So if you want to, will you click on the course material there for me? And this one has a whole folder, so get excited, I know. And then if you find there's some answer keys and some blank things, but if you see one that is the user or the facilitator guide, the leader guide, I think it might be that Word document, Microsoft Word 97. Oh my goodness. One of those, but you'll be able to find it. You don't have to find it, Megan, but it's 34 pages of leader guide goodness. So it's just a lot of great information about winter safety, and it does seem to take some reminders at the beginning of the season, keeping the ice off the cars and all of the slip, trips, and falls risks and stuff. So it's just some additional tools and resources to help you keep the conversation going and help keep things relevant as we begin to navigate our winter season. It was a beautiful weekend, but we did have snow before that. And I don't know, everyone keeps saying winter is coming. And so I'm starting to believe them. So there are some safety resources for winter. Okay, so if we want to go back to the PowerPoint, I've got the top 5 listed on there. Streaming was number 1. The Take Safety Home stuff on our website was on there as well, which Kenzie went over. So we'll make sure we have a link to that so that you can order some Take Safety Home resources for your employees. I know that some of you might be working at home a little more often or 100% of the time. And some of you might be managing people who are working from home. So, maybe ordering some kits or ordering some information and sending that to your employees while they're at home. It might not be a bad idea to help keep that conversation going and remind them that you do care about their safety, even when they're off the job or even when they're on the job, but at home. So don't forget to check that out. So I've got the Take Safety Home stuff. Kenzie also mentioned some of those resources that are on that website where you can order the Take Safety Home. There's also a bunch of fact sheets and different things that you can look at. That's been pretty popular over the past couple of weeks. So I'll make sure that there's a link to that, but there's some great information. She was talking about poisons and different things that happen. There are fact sheets and info guides on everything. Not everything, but a lot of great things that I didn't even realize. So take a minute to check it out. There might be some things on there that you haven't considered, maybe for your own house or for to share with your employees. So that we will make sure that you have a link to as well. And then I know that Nicole had mentioned the safe driving resources. So she did review that. We'll ensure that there's a link on that too. It's getting to be that time of year. It's going to snow, and driving in the snow, driving in inclement weather, driving when it gets darker earlier. It's always just important to keep the driving conversation going as well. So there's that on there. The last one I have on there is the member benefit class. So I kind of wanted to take that, flip to the next slide there. Thank you. We've got so next month for Start with Safety, we're going to talk about slips, trips, and falls. So don't fall, don't slip, and don't trip until then. And then don't do it afterwards either. But we're going to talk a little bit about that. It helps to keep that conversation going. So our next free member benefit classes, though, that are coming up We've got our OSHA 10 construction on November 11th and 12th. And then we do have an OSHA 10 general industry. We just don't have it published right now. So if that's something that you need before the end of the year, please reach out to us, respond to the email that I'm going to send. We're working that out to make sure that we just get everybody included that needs to be before the end of the year. So it's taking a little extra to coordinate that. So if that's something you need before the end of the year, please reach out and we'll make sure to get that scheduled with you and make sure you're not left out there. And then we've got our first aid, CPR, and AED course, the free member course, and that's on the 18th of November. So if you haven't yet used that, or someone from your organization has yet to do that, we strongly recommend making sure that you take that course. It's very important. Okay, so the last one I have on there that's in orange is our safety management systems course. So this course is actually free for 2 individuals for the member companies that are sustaining members or contributing members. So every year, this is something you send 2 people to. If you're not a contributing or sustaining member, I would consider upgrading for this. The regular price is $160 a person to attend this class. So it's a great class. It's not all day. It's just a half a day. And it gives you a great kind of basic overview of what you need to create a safety management system or manage safety at your business. So it's a good class. It's really, it's good for those that are just starting to create a safety system or a safety policy, or starting to kind of work in safety, or if you've been doing it for a while, it's an excellent course to check on your controls, your process measurements, make sure that, hey, yes, we are still on top of everything and we're doing what we need to do, or maybe we can focus a little bit more here. So excellent course. I would highly recommend that. If you're not a sustaining or contributing member and want to upgrade, just respond to the email or shoot me an email, call me, whatever, and we'll talk about the best way to do that and make sure it's worth your while and get you set up time-wise. But I would definitely recommend this class. It's a big part of why people become sustaining or contributing members. So please make sure you've got this one on your calendar. Now this one, we are doing in person here at the Utah Safety Council, but it is also one that we are going to have a virtual option for. So if that's something that maybe helps, maybe you are not super close to our office, or maybe you are working from home, working remotely, or trying to just, avoid traveling or other places, please just let me know. You can check this out on our website. I'll make sure that there's a link in our email that we follow up with, but it does say if you're going to use the benefit to email safety@utahsafetycouncil.org to register. So you're welcome to do that, or you can email me directly as well, respond to this email. Whatever you do, if you're available that day, I would definitely make sure you take advantage of that. It's not something we teach every month. I think it's only once, maybe twice a year. So please make sure you've got that. We've got Kevin Robinson teaching that one this time, and he always gets a lot of great feedback. He's a really good instructor, and so please make sure you attend that. So there's that. The next one over here, I've got a picture of our Women in Safety, our WISH Award event, and oh my goodness, I'm so excited about this, but kind of nervous because of everything that's going on in the world. And it is taking a little bit longer to make sure that we're planning this in the safest environment that we can. And that's mostly all on me. So I have been working on it, and we're trying to make sure we can have a safe in-person event at a safe location, and then making some virtual options hopefully as well. But we definitely want and need to celebrate some of these amazing women, and especially our award winner, which is still a secret, but it's going to be really great. And so please mark your calendars for that, and we will be in touch with more information. The next little image we've got there is our Utah Safety Conference and Expo image. So We are doing our conference this next year. We're doing it virtually, and we're actually really excited about it. We're working with a company that is doing some amazing online events with some other global businesses. And so we've been able to kind of see what they've been doing. And as we plan ours, we've had several meetings already, and we're really excited. It's probably, I think we are going to be able to start signing up here this week, actually. So it might be like even today or within the next day or two. So please watch for signups for our conference. Also, if you're interested in sponsoring or being an exhibitor, we are really excited about our exhibitor stuff this year and our sponsorship stuff this year. You know, going virtual is kind of crazy, and we'd obviously rather be in person and engaging and doing some great things, but doing things virtually is actually opening up some interesting new opportunities and some new doors. So we are excited to share that with you and to show you guys some of the cool new things that we're going to be doing. We have a lot of help from that company. They're going to be helping us to make sure that everybody is taken care of tech-wise, and we're going to have people that will actually just be 100% dedicated to helping us during this event, so that everybody gets what they need out of it, and it's an excellent event. We're still able to engage and do a lot of great things with each other. And so we're actually really excited, and we're going to kind of take that stance, and we look forward to some of the fun surprises that we've got. It's going to be really cool. So for those of you who don't hate the tech stuff, it's actually going to be exciting. And for those of you that do hate the tech stuff, well, it's not going to be difficult. It's definitely going to be way more user friendly than we'd anticipated. So that makes us happy and excited. So everybody's welcome to engage in however possible. And please just watch for some information to come out on how to register for that. And that should be coming out like today or tomorrow or very soon. So we're excited about our conference. One of the things that we get to do during our conference is a women in safety event as well. And so my friend Joy, I see you're online. I saw you and Finley were online, but Joy has been chatting, and I know Candy's been working on some things too. Our other leader, Naomi, we've been talking a lot about what we're going to do for this conference event for women in safety, and it's actually going to be really fun and exciting. So I'm excited to share that with you over the next couple of days as well, but there will be games and prizes, and it will be fun. So anyway, we're really excited about that conference. So I'm hoping that even though we're doing it virtually, we're trying to make sure everybody has an opportunity to engage. So please let us know how you want to do that over the next couple of days, and watch for those announcements, because we're excited to share them with you. Okay, so the last list here I wanted to review with everyone is just what's coming up over the next little bit for training wise. Now, I will go over this list and kind of mention some of these things, and then we can kind of talk about all of them. I do see there's like a comment in the chat. Is that a question? We're good? Okay, cool. Okay, so we've got the crane and hoist is coming up later that's tomorrow. And then we've got the machine guarding for the OSHA compliance series. That's this week as well. Team safety is on the 6th, so that's Friday. So that's what's going on this next week. And we still, I believe, have room available in those classes if anybody still needs to sign up for those. Safety management system, that is the one that I was talking about as far as member benefit. So I colored that orange so that you can see that. Just make sure that that's something that you participate in, especially if you're a contributing or sustaining member. Use that. That is a great class. Then we've got our OSHA 10s that we talked about. Our first aid, CPR, and AED instructor course is always like one of our most popular courses for businesses, because they want people to to have those skills while they're on site. And so I think that's huge. This is a great class. If it's not something that you've done or you don't have anybody at your business certified to do this, please make sure you look into this one, because it's a great time to do this, to get it done now before the end of the year. And it's an excellent course and definitely one of our top courses that people like to attend. We've got the scaffolding coming up, the PPE, DOT reasonable suspicion. This is another one that, kind of the end of the year comes and everyone's like, oh yeah, we've got to do our reasonable suspicion. If you do drug testing, if you don't do drug testing, if you need to know more about drug testing, I mean, it's an important class. So if you don't know much about it, you probably should know more about it. So check this class out on our calendar, and I'll make sure you have a link to the calendar. So we've got that, risk management, the exit routes, emergency action plans, and then that's coming up as well. We have a community CPR AED course, and this is on the 21st. So this is the one that we do on Saturdays once a month. So we do a course here, very safe, distanced. We're not breathing or sharing the same mannequins or anything, but it's a very safe course. And we do this every month, every Saturday, one Saturday a month here at the Utah Safety Council. It's our community class. So if you have employees that might be interested in something like that, please reach out. We are happy to provide you a flyer for your bulletin board or just a link to sign up. But we love that community class, and we hope people will sign up and share that. Families, oh yes, as young as 10, which is huge. Kids are so smart. They need to have a plan. So yes, please, families are more than welcome, and we highly encourage kids. Okay, then we also have our forklift operator class at the end of November. This is also a very popular one. There are differences between forklift operator and forklift instructor. So this is a forklift operator. If you need a forklift instructor class, which a lot of companies do, please make sure you reach out and understand kind of which one you need from us, and we will help you help your employees, and we'll make sure to help you get what you need. But that forklift operator class is really popular, as well as the forklift instructor. So just make sure you know what you're looking at and you know what you need. And if that's not what you need, reach out. We're so happy to help you figure out what you need when it comes to forklift. So we want to make sure you have that. Okay, so that was a lot. That's a lot of classes and a lot of stuff that's going on, a lot of stuff to mark your calendars with. I want to just kind of give a second to see if we have any questions or anything maybe from my team that I might be missing. If you guys want to share that, just make sure we're not missing anything. Okay. All right, so I'll let you guys ask any questions. I do want to just say it's November 2nd, and it's kind of one of my favorite times of year, and I know a lot of people aren't liking it right now, but it is election season, and so vote. Please make sure that you vote. This is just my 2 cents. This is Lisa talking as Lisa, not the Utah Safety Council, but make sure you vote. Some people don't like what's going on in politics, and we're getting tired of hearing everything and oh my gosh, and this is happening, but our country was founded so that we would have representation and no taxation without representation. And this is one of the biggest, most important things that you can do to initiate change or to communicate ideals within our community. So yeah, make sure you vote. If you don't know how to vote, or if you don't know what you're doing, I will put a link in our email as well. But please make sure make sure you vote, and you can actually check and see if your vote was counted this year. So I'll include a link for that, but please make sure you do the thing. I also think it's 100 years for women being able to vote as well. So make sure you vote, especially if you are a woman, because your ancestors maybe didn't get that opportunity and you should have it. So Okay,
We do have a question.
Great.
Someone would like to know what the cost of the community CPR class is.
excellent question. Okay, in case you didn't hear Megan, which thank you, Megan, handling all of our tech for us and being our moderator. We appreciate Megan Spackman, what she does. But the question that was asked was about that community class. So they asked how much it was, and I believe it's $40, right? $45 a person. And that includes, what does that include?
So it's a 3-hour
Do you
course.
wanna-
We're in a social
I'll-
distance here. My
Okay.
camera.
Yep, you're
So
back there.
It's a 3-hour course, and we start at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. You'll get trained in CPR and the use of the AED unit. You will get a certificate after the course. And that's a valid certificate for 2 years.
Great, thanks. I think it might include snacks too. Yeah, snacks. Kenzie says thumbs up. So we do have excellent snacks here at the Utah Safety Council and drinks. So, we have snacks and drinks, just sodas though. Okay, oh, and coffee. Good coffee too. Anyway, yeah, so our community class is coming up. What day was that? It was November. What do we got? It's on our board right here.
21st.
November 21st. So you do have some time to sign up for that. Again, maybe what I'll do is include a flyer on the email follow-up. So you can hang that in your break room or share that with your employees as you would like. But we do have that community class, that Saturday morning class. Definitely a worthwhile endeavor, and absolutely welcome kids to learn as well. And Kenzie promises wonderful snacks and maybe even a sticker. So, okay, are there any other questions from any of our friends? I think that's it. All right, well, this concludes our November Start with Safety. Thank you so much for joining us. I will get an email follow-up to you shortly with links to hopefully everything that you need. But as always, please feel free to reach out to any of us. Just email us at safety@utahsafetycouncil.org. Or feel free to call us at, what's the 801-733, what is it, 7233, SAFE?
801-746-7233.
There you go, 746-7233. I usually have it on my laptop, but this isn't my laptop. So thank you, Kenzie, once again, saving my bacon. Anyway, thank you so much. We hope you have a great month, and please feel free again to reach out and we will chat soon.